calling all Paddleroo enthusiasts. This is the closest we're ever going to get to having Paddleroo in FGO. So I thought, why the hell not? Do we just roll all out for this character, see how much we can get, because she seems like a really solid single target option, not only for farming, but just for bosses. So let's get into it. Let's get rolling. So we'll go with, we won't slow it down over tickets. Let's just go straight to the quartz. That's not what we want. Now I am hoping, like, not just for her, but I need extra copies of Black Grail. I've only got 2 Black Grails at the moment. So if I could MLB that would be amazing, but what's the luck of that happening? We'll see how we go. Always love filler. Usually I would skip through these, but I don't believe that's etiquette for these roll videos. We have to slowly edge our way through to the finish line and hope for the best. This is a lot slower than I thought it would be. Okay. I think this is the new 4-star CE we've just gotten. I can't read Japanese, I can't tell you what it says. Can we get a bit of gold? Alternative servants, that would be cool. That are in the unlimited pool, whatever you want to call it. We had the recent Nidocris altar, that would be pretty cool to have. I do already have NP5 Morgan though, so, and NP2 Summer Karma, so it would be a bit overkill to get another AoE farmer. But she looks cool, seems to do pretty good damage. This is going to be the longest roll of my life, guaranteed. Oh, we got another one. And it timed out. Oh. Oh, wait, is this it? Did we get it in the first 10 roll? Oh, we did! That's nuts. You know what that means? We've got to go for a high NP level. We don't stop here. We do not stop here. We got the Paddleroo, and we'll keep going. That was a very cool summon animation, what have you. Fuck, I did not expect that in the first 10 roll. Waganoa, she's like Megamin, very cool, very quirky. And she says UMU, like any Nero would.
Beast.
She's a slow speaker, like these rolls. There you go. So we have gotten the Paddleroo already. Let's quickly change my phone settings just so I can stop going black screen during this, and then we'll be right back for more rolls. And we are back. We've tinkered with the settings, so hopefully it doesn't go black on us again, because we kind of want to watch all of the rolls. So we've got NP1 in the first 10 roll. Very ecstatic about that. I want to see how many copies I can get of her. Ideally, NP5 would be amazing, but NP2 or NP3 would still be very good. We do not have PD any longer, so we could just get nothing, but let's have some fun. I am interested to see what this Nero's Ascension 3 will look like. I have heard it will be similar to the adult arcade form, especially since Ascension 3 is story locked to the event. So it would make sense that it is an alternate form and not just another chibi Nero. We don't use the cursed L word around here. Unfortunately, YouTube might come after me. It's Fate Apocrypha. Brilliant show. Absolutely a 6 out of 10 at best. It had so many good ideas and just try to juggle them all at the same time, and it was a subpar experience. It didn't help. It was kind of a gold. Okay, we got the new 4-star. That's very cool. I don't know her name, but I like her first ascension a lot. She does the classic gacha vibe of less clothes per ascension, but she looks funnier with the hood on to me. I mean, hey, if you want your weird UFO lady in a bikini, go for it. We got another one of Kuritagu's C's. That's always great. Although there's kind of a lot better invincibility breaking Cs, like that has the benefit of being good against casters, but realistically, how often are you versing casters with invincible?
召喚に応じ参上いたしました。ロクスタです。さあ、キノコを食べるのです。意識が高い界隈にもキノコは大人気。いいから食べろ。話はそれからだ。
She does sound like a weirdo. They've really nailed the voice acting in terms of how it matches the character design. Yes, back to Fate Apocrypha. Everyone on Reddit will point out to you that Sieg and John is just a rip-off of the Fate route of Fate Stay Night with Saber and Shiro down to the last episode. So when you have that in mind, it does feel a lot cheaper with their character arc. But I mean, we didn't really watch Apocrypha for Sieg anyway. He's kind of just there, kind of just barging into the story of the true protagonists, Mordred and her master, and then Astolfo. Astolfo's also good. Fran's also good. I like Fran. We've got the 3-star CE. Wonder how many 5-stars we can get. Just more pack filler. That's always good. I'm used to this as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, just getting mediocre pulls, waiting for the big one. Well, I've already got the big one. We're just overextending here. Imagine if we get nothing. That'd be truly upsetting. But that's what we do. That's what we're risking. That's what the gacha gods deign to cast upon us. Another silver. Always, it's a great color. I love silver. It's the color of your average ego in League of Legends, her rank. Either that or platform. Hard stock platform. They can't get out. They blame their team for everything. They get really toxic. Oh, we got a second one! We did it! Maybe it's fate, you know. No pun intended, maybe it's fate that we're gonna get a high NP level of Draco, that's her actual name, Draco, or something or other. We're just gonna call her Padoru because she's miniature Nero. Let's screenshot that. That's need to keep this in the records forever. Alright. Let's go. That was the second 10 roll and we've gotten two Draco. That was 4-star CE. That's always good. I have seen that her damage is really, really insane versus servants. Unfortunately, according to what I've seen, she only gets the overcharge versus servants. That doesn't apply to any class like her base NP effect does. But was it her effect or is it more? I'll have to have a look. But I mean, it's still really good. It is a minuscule increase in damage she does with the overcharge effect if you overcharge it, which since she's arts, it's going to be a lot easier to do than if you were, say, Buster. And then also because if you're running her for these 90 plus nodes, I think it's 90 plus, you will be, hopefully, or I will be, running my Morgan, which will optimally be buffing Nero for the third wave to do even more damage and clear it with Oberon Castoria. Alternatively, you can just do like double Castoria and Oberon and it should work out. I have seen some short gameplay clips of people doing farming with her already, and it seems good. But again, the 90 plus nodes are rarely, if ever, 111 nodes. So you're going to need to put in an AoE option for damage, and Morgan, I think, is the best in terms of secondary damage dealer, just because of her ability to increase the overcharge level of everyone else on your field. Alright, we didn't get any more there. Let's keep going. The ones I want to keep out eye out for, obviously, the more Draco we can get, the Nero, the Padoru, the better. Would like a Nidacrus Altar. Always happy to get additional copies of Sevens I already have. Like I have NP2 Artoria, so NP3 of that would always be good. Makes my life a lot easier getting her to level 120. Trying to think who else is in like the unlimited pool, the freebie pool, if you will. I know Gilgamesh still isn't in it somehow, even though he's on radar so often. We don't have waiver on this account. We've just got basically every other support. I don't have Summer Skadi or waiver, but I've got Castoria, regular Skadi, Oberon, and Kain Sky of Light. I said Rhinos, right? So when I need like a Muv-Love chat log to kind of check what I've said. But short-term memory like a fish. But in terms of other servants, because I do have regular Skadi, I don't mind if I get like Achilles or anything. That'd be cool. Although I do believe you would need higher NP levels to make it worth it in terms of damage. But then again, like I have Oberon, so that might not be as much of an issue. I've only got, in terms of like quick loopers, like Astolfo, not really a quick looper. He is he is the quick card, but he doesn't have the refund at all. So my only real quick looper per se is Voyager. And he's pretty cool. I got him through the GSSR in New Year's. Oh, we got it! It's NP3! I really love this summon animation. This is so good. I'm really surprised that Kirei didn't have a similar effect, just because his whole thing is the Grail mud. Like that would have made sense to me, but like again, he's not a beast, so I guess you have to reserve it for the new class, and she would have been in development for a while. I did get NP1 Kirei. I was hoping for more, but unfortunately, just didn't have the luck. I think I got Kirei just before Pity. And it was like around the same time, I think. It wasn't too far apart that I rolled Muramasa on here as well. It was about the same when I rolled only one copy. But then on NA, I rolled NP5 Muramasa with about, I'm trying to remember exactly the quantity. It was around 1,500 to 2,000 Saint Quartz. All free Saint Quartz. I'm not a fan of dropping money on the game outside of GSSRs, just because I'm not the luckiest person when it comes to these sort of things. And I'd rather buy like the anime figures of my favorite characters. Like I have a few Saber figures. I'm looking forward to the Morgan, Scale, and Nendoroid that are in development. I've got a Melt Lancer figure pre-ordered. That one looks really good by, I'm trying to remember who it's by. Alta. Alta's really good with their figure quality. It'll be interesting to see what color base she has, because the way they generally market Alta figures is a transparent base when going up for pre-order. Like the Saber also re-release in her casual dress from Heaven's Steel. But then when I got her, she was in the cool, how do I explain it? Like it's just like the Grail mud sort of color of the base, and I really like that. I was glad it wasn't transparent. As transparent, like, I mean, in some situations it can look good, but when you have the peg legs going into like the feet when characters are like on one leg or whatever, just to support them, generally they aren't clear, and you'll have situations where the color just doesn't match, and it's now extremely obvious what they're doing. But I'm guessing just because Melt has the penguin with her, it's gonna be hopefully an ocean base based off a second skill. There was also the Good Smile Company figure of Melt coming out, I think, but I chose to go with the Alta one just because it had a more interesting pose. The Good Smile one is just basically Ascension art, but this Alta one was a more dynamic pose. I mean, if you're clever with how you look, you can kind of see a butt, which is great. You know, everyone loves that. Which you wouldn't be able to do with the Good Smile one. That's a negative for the Good Smile one. No melt butt. I don't remember if I screenshotted the third. We got 3, right? I think we got 3. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we have 3. I need like to get tested for dementia. That was the 4-star C. We're not getting lucky with many of the regular 5-star Cs in the general pool. The general pool, that's what it's called. It just came to me naturally after I made the mistake multiple times. Always gotta love that. There we go. So we definitely didn't screenshot it. That's fine. I'm still waiting on the Fate. What's it called? Fate Prototype? The anime that was going to come out for New Year's got delayed. I think it's meant to be mid this year sometime, but then like it's also only one episode, like an OVA type episode. So I don't know why it's being delayed so long. I would like if it was a full anime. Just because from the preview they showed of Gilgamesh and the Master, it seemed like an interesting take on being Dark and Fate. Just because from my experience in Fate and this Nasu stuff, if they go dark, it's just like sexual stuff, or I mean, you got like the funny stuff with like Kira and Gil and Fate Zero, where they're just making everything a Shakespeare moment, just over the top. But just having more Gil is also always good. You can't go wrong with Gilgamesh. There can't be a single Gilgamesh hater, surely. More pack filler, that's always good. I can't remember what this C does. It is relatively new, I believe. Just because they like to rotate craft essences out of the general pool. Which kind of fucks me over as a new-ish player. I started on JP... trying to remember when. It was last anniversary, I believe. Yeah. No? How long ago was it more than that? No, it was more than that. Yeah, it was a year and almost 2 years ago now, because I started Korean Sky was the anniversary servant. Yeah, not because last year was whatchamacallit, Tsukihime chick. But she's not from Tsukihime, she's from Fate, she's her own thing, she's from the moon, but she's not Tsukihime, but it's good for the Tsukihime fans to soy out. Always gotta be technical, everything is canon except it isn't, that's the Nasu way. Really seeing a lot of this 4-star scene. Oh, Semiramis, I think, is in the background for that. She was another of the cool characters in Apocrypha purely because she's a goth mummy GF. That's all she's really got going for her. I mean, her fight of Mordred was alright. Well, I feel like that was more to do with Mordred and her master than Semiramis. I hope that's how you pronounce her name. So far we haven't gotten any 5-star spooks, we've only gotten the rate ups. We've gotten Draco Nero, and we've gotten one of the 4-star on rate up. Which is quite surprising. Usually I only ever get non-rate up servants, or just like only like the 4-star, only the 5-star. I rarely just get both and nothing else. I don't remember the last time that actually happened. if I do roll something like Waver, I don't know if I would use him outside of some very limited challenge quest, just because, again, I've got Rhinez, I've got Castoria, Oberon, Skardikoya. Don't really need a Waver. If I could get like a generic sort of support, Nero Bride would be alright, but I don't know if that's actually gonna be worth it for me outside of Chen Gong comps. It's because you can only fit so many supports in your lineup for challenge quests alongside some backup DPSs. So on the off chance your main DPS gets fucked by RNG, you kinda need a backup. I mean, like a good one to use for that is always like Ku or Herc. Someone that can last stand. A lot of silvers. We're seeing this chick too much. She's married. I'm not interested. I do feel for her fans though. I can't even remember her name. Pretty sure she was in some Lost Belt. I stopped reading a bit into Lost Belt too, just because I've got so much to read already. I've just finished reading Muv-Luv, the trilogy, and that was honestly beautiful. Love it. Probably my favorite visual novel. Even though I have read Fate. Just because Muv-Luv, it's almost triple the length of the Fate trilogy. Because Fate, I think it took me like 50 hours, and then Muv-Luv took me 120 hours. So obviously gonna have more time for character development and stuff. Fate did feel tighter, but I did like how, like, without getting too much into spoilers and stuff, I just liked how they did the characters in Muv-Luv, how they nailed the comedy in the first game, and then they really excelled at just doing the drama aspects in the second and third game, and it was also in the first games had some drama aspects. I will say, if you're a fan of stuff like Konosuba, Cautious Hero, that sort of comedy, then Muv-Luv Extra, the first one, is definitely right up your alley. And then Unlimited and Alternative branch off that, and was apparently the inspiration for Attack on Titan. So if everyone loves Attack on Titan, everyone's gonna love Muv-Luv, right? Tongue twister. Love Muv-Luv, love Muv-Luv, love Muv-Luv. We're not getting any spooks. I'd like if Nero just came out of hiding again. That'd be good. I might check how many copies I have of her after this, just because I think we've rolled 3. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to keep saying that for the rest of the video if it's not the case and I just imagined it. I'm pretty sure. We need like a tally. We need to like write this down for my boomer mind. Another one of Cersei, that's her name, Cersei. Her entire existence is to cuck anyone who would waifu her because she's married. She already has someone else. It's kind of like Apocrypha Jean, how everyone that's a Jean fan just pretends that Sieg doesn't exist. Alright, we're gonna quickly pause and check how much or how many copies we have, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've checked. I'm not crazy. We did roll 3 of Padoru, Nero, Draco. Malfoy. So we've got 647 St. Quartz, I think I saw, and then we've got 80 tickets. I feel like I might as well just go for NP5 at this point. We'll see how we go. The more NP, the better, right? There's no Apocrypha chick. There's a lot of Apocrypha CEs. Surprised there's not as many Grand Order ones, you know, to play off all the lore that's been established. We had the route to Solomon. We had 1.5. We've had the Lost Belts, and now we're having the 2.5, or whatever you want to call it. That's coming up just because Nasu has most likely once again ridden himself into a corner and needs time to bring up a conclusion for the Lost Belts. I personally don't mind either way. By having a 2.5, we're able to increase the runtime of the game, which is good because who wants their mobile gacha game to die, right? Like, you kind of want to get your time's worth and your money's worth, especially if you especially if you put money into this game. You definitely don't want to just die on you. Oh, this is the first copy we've got of this, I believe. I don't know what it does. It does look cool though. Let's cross our fingers. So NP4, Nero. Let's have a look at this. The quick up, 15%, and then something twice. Okay. Again, I can't read Japanese. We just go by feel when it comes to this. I don't know what he's from. He looks familiar. Little 3-star C. I like that Emmy is in the background there with Hans, and I'm not sure who the first character, well, it's first, the right character is. At a glance, it could have been Gareth or something. Is a Skandar in the general pool? I think he might be. I haven't been spooked in so long, I've kind of forgotten who's in the general pool. And like, it's been a while since I started with the free 5-star in the 6th anniversary. In the 6th year. I went with Saber, Artoria for that one. Just because initially this account was meant to be a for fun account. Because NA, I was having really bad luck at the time. I didn't have a 5-star. I dropped about 900 St. Quartz. Again, like, no pity at the time, so not guaranteed to get it anything. And I didn't get a single 5-star from that on, it was the Heaven's Heel banner with Artoria, Saber Altar, and Heracles. And I got 4 Heracles, 2 Saber Altar. I'd already used the 4-star ticket on a Saber Altar, so I got her NP3, which is good. She's a really strong servant, like for a 4-star, lots of damage. Before I did roll Castoria and Muramasa, I was using her for like kind of like as an Omni farmer, just because she would usually have enough damage for the second wave just to obliterate anything that wasn't an archer. But then I got Koyanskaya with 1 ticket, which was very funny, very lucky, and basically snowballed from there. I got NP2 Morgan on her, additional raid up that she had right after. I skipped Oberon at the time just because I was still kind of a casual Fate player. I saw Bug Boy and I'm like, doesn't really look like my thing. And then I immediately regretted it when I actually realized that you need him for all the 90++ nodes that started happening. Because in the end of 2022, basically became a thing of, if you don't have Oberon, you can't clear 90++ nodes. There was one 90++ node that I was able to clear by just borrowing an Oberon. I would run my Balban Sith, which I believe is NP2, and I was running my at the time NP2 Morgan with an Oberon and I believe a Skadi, and I was able to do a pretty shoddy farming comp that way. But again, like, it's just easier to have your own Oberon because it allows you to borrow like a second Castoria or something if you want to do that. We're really having not good luck here. We've used it all on the 3 Neros. Shinji, my boy, the GOAT. My friend's favorite character somehow. It's got to be a joke, right? I'm getting really sick of this chick. Surely we can get just 4-star servants instead, right? Like, what's the rate up difference? It can't be that much. Like, we're really gonna get one of the 4-star servant on rate up that's new, but all of these CEs. Oh, okay. Who's this? Is it? Did I jinx myself? Is this the 4-star again? I think it is. Hey, it is. There we go. See, you bitch, you get. Don't take that to heart. No one likes that. You may be wondering why I am going all out for this, other than the fact that it's Padoru, right? I've kind of lost interest in JP just because of how they have been handling content. With the 3-week events and the constant dead weeks, we had what 2 weeks of dead weeks just before this event. I think it might have been 3. It was a while. And last year, the dev's excuse was that, oh, it's because Road to Lost Belt. And it kind of made sense. I did like it when they did do it where it was 3-week events, but it was 2 weeks, so like people who played the game as before would finish it then, and then the 3rd week there'd be additional content. There'd be Road to Lost Belt, there'd be whatchamacallit, those special challenge quests that give you the CEs for material farming. But then coming to 2023 after Lost Belt 7, and they're still doing it, which is not what you want. I mean, it kind of sucked even to begin with that, like Lost Belt 7, it released on Christmas Day, and then it was, I believe, the last day of January at nighttime that we actually got the second half of Lost Belt 7. And I still haven't finished Lost Belt 7. I just got so burned out from waiting in terms of gameplay, and I was too busy playing other stuff as a result. I will get to Lost Belt 7 eventually. I don't think the blue cubes aren't as necessary as the devs led us to believe, because I was doing a lot of the story chapters without using the blue cubes, unless they like just bump up the difficulty insanely near the end, so it just forces you to for a gimmick. But I mean, surely not, because they've now removed the blue cubes. For some reason they do have an expiry date. Surely we can get Nero. Come on. NP4 Nero. Any other 5-star. Surprises. Camlin. Beautiful. Always loved Camlin. Nothing. It's okay, we've got 527 cent chords. We're gonna be here all night. I had other shit to do too, but I mean, guess that's not happening. Guess we're just rolling. That's what we're doing. I mean, I guess the viewers, they can always, you guys can always go through this at 2 times speed, but then my voice is going to sound hella weird because I already talk a bit fast, tripping over my own tongue like just now. Imagine me at 2 times speed. It'd be nuts. I've forgotten her name again. It's not Cecily, it's something else. Cersei, that's it. I remembered it again. How natural it is. Ren. She used to be good. She's still alright. It's just kind of over the tsundere trope, really. I kind of liked Ren more when she wasn't being Sun, when she was just being a well-developed character. Like in Heaven's Feel, just her arc with Sakura, really good. I like how in the visual novel, you having a relationship with Rin somewhat is actually important to getting the good ending. Also, like, I mean, it doesn't help that she's not really relevant anymore, is she? Like, there's so many more Sakura faces than Rin faces. For Rin, you got Ishtar, Space Ishtar, Ereshkigal. We had Tan Ereshkigal in Lost Belt. New with Lost Belt 7. Spoilers, kind of. I mean, you're watching a JP video, so it's spoilers. Spoilers. Always like a lunchbox. That's great. I usually settle for plastic sealed bags, just because I don't really want to buy a lunchbox. I'm a bit of a cheapskate like that. Plus, you kind of grow out of boxes, unless it's like a gourmet one like that. Then, like, no matter how old you are, it's just gonna look good. We haven't been surprised in a while. Surely we can channel our dedication to the character, we can call upon the faith of everyone nearby and just get NP4 and NP5. Surely. It's all or nothing. If we don't get anything else after this, we've still got our journey along the way, remember. NP3 is still pretty fucking good. Another Rincy. Hope I don't get post-nut clarity after this and go, damn, maybe I shouldn't have rolled all of my sand quartz and like they... Because I mean, who's gonna come out? I've got, I'm really happy with my AoE farmers at the moment, so like no one can feasibly be better than my NP5 Morgan unless I invest a ton into them. That seems counterproductive when I already got an NP5 AoE damage dealer. And then one of the reasons I was rolling for a Nero here is because I'm lacking a good single target servant. I've only got like characters like Balb and Sif that are NP2 and stuff like that. No like actual 5 stars that are higher than NP1. Come on. Let's rub the hands. Surely. Oh, who could that be? It's Tsukihime, Arcade. The inspiration for Neko Arc. Or was it the other way around? Who knows? Only Nasu knows. Another one. Surprised we got 2 of it. I don't think that's on radar. Shouldn't be. Come on, give us something. Please. I'm not being greedy. I'm not. Is it not reasonable to expect a bit of entertainment for devoting our hearts to the cause? Like, there's just one of these cards, just flicker to gold. I know you can do that. But going back to my original point, we've kind of poured a trash taste and pivoted immensely. Since my interest in the game has waned quite a bit and just wanted to find a reason to get motivated for it again, and I was like, why not go for a single target servant? And when I saw Nero, Evil Dragon Beast Nero, I was like, having a beast playable in the game is nuts. Everyone will tell you it's really cool. And like, yeah, she was out on arcade first, but like, I don't think that's that big of a deal. Nothing again. Come on. Probably gonna run out of room for more craft essences of all these bloody CEs of her. Two in a row! My goodness. She's gonna be my sleep paralysis demon by the end of this. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna see her fucking face. it is moments like these where we do kind of feel the small regrets of, damn, maybe I should have quit while I was ahead. We did do really well early on in terms of NP3. Like, realistically, we might have only gotten one copy. That's due to pity, and that's it. But you never know until you try. Because, I mean, you see screenshots on Twitter and stuff where it's just like, apparently people just get 3 of the radar 5-star in one multi, and it's like, surely that's fake. But, I mean, statistically it could happen. It's just very, very fucking low. For NA, I am very much looking forward to Lost Belt 6, despite not having read the last 4.5, basically 5 Lost Belts. I got like 2 hours into Lost Belt 2, and I kind of just snoozed on what's his face, the big bad of the, what are they called, the Cryptors. He was just LARPing to Eye Patch Chick, and I'm like, I can't take anymore. But Lost Belt 6, even though we haven't read anything else, much to the tilt of any true FGO fan, I'm here for the Camelot story. Ooh, is this anything? No, it's not. Baited myself. I'm here for Morgan, I'm here for Castoria. I mean, Oberon has got to be good in terms of story. You know, Balbin, Melusine, Barghest. I just really like the cast of Lost Belt 6. And it might be because I'm biased towards Camelot and Arthurian legend, but it's gonna be good. Surely it has to be good. There's no way that I stop reading throughout, right? There's been a real drought of just good rolls. Give me a Black Grail, come on. Is there anything we could feasibly get that would also be good? I do have like, I'm trying to remember how many K-scopes I have. I think I might have 1 of each K-scope on here, and then 2 regular K-scopes on NA. I could be wrong. But like with the addition of Append, having MLB K-scope isn't as vital unless you're caring a lot about the attack bonus that it gives. Just because with servants, if you have the coins, you're gonna put it into Append. It's just the best return when it comes to farming for events and stuff, because if you have a 30% CE with your 20% append and you have 50% battery, that's instant farming. Even for arts loopers that are at start at 0% starting, the 20% can help a lot. But like MLB Black Grail, you really need it for that damage. There's just some nodes I've done where even with MP5 Morgan, I'm like, I kind of wished I had a Black Grail right now. Like MLB'd, because I've just got 2 regular ones, and that's good. But if you check any high content clearing, they will generally have a MLB Black Grail. But that comes with playtime as well. Since I've only been playing for coming on 2 years, it makes sense that I don't have as many CEs. And as the user progresses, it's become a lot harder to get the CE you want because the pool has expanded. I wish they changed that CE now. I'm going insane. I look away and I see her face. Okay. Thank you. Finally, a different fucking CE. That one's good. That one's the one where it should be 75% starting charge MLB. I think. Should be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 60% individually, 75% MLB starting charge, and then if you have 30% charge on anyone, it's good. So if, like, for instance, like somehow you didn't have a Pend, but you had Artoria and Koya and a third support, you could definitely farm that way. But I mean, you're gonna have a Pend, right? Like, the only times I think you wouldn't go a Pend battery for would be like Heracles, maybe, for just because you want to increase his 4th attack for soloing content as a last man stands kind of comp. Yeah, that's what I did with my Heracles on NA, actually, because Berserkers have a really mediocre third pen skill with the crit reduction down. Some people will tell you it's good, but like Berserkers are gonna die anyway, and the good Berserkers have guts, so like you're not too worried about the damage because you're just gonna proc your guts. Maybe this is a sign we should stop. What do you think? Do you think we should keep going? We can't back out now, can we? Just because of a few lukewarm results in the middle part of this video. I feel like the reason we keep seeing Fate Apocrypha characters is because how many Fate Apocrypha characters there are. There's 14 servants and 14 masters and other characters, so it's like, fucking hell, like of course you're gonna find Fate Apocrypha characters everywhere. It's got literally double the cost of Fate Stay Night. That was kind of the selling point of it. But then it just couldn't keep up with itself. Oh, Gold Assassin, there we go. We kept rolling and we got a return on investment. We got the NP3 of this Assassin. I can count and I can remember. Let's pray for NP4 of Nero. That's why we're here, aren't we? We're here to get NP5 Nero. I think either way, we're gonna go drain is like go full Saint Quartz, just use all the Saint Quartz, and then if we get NP4, I think then we go for the tickets. If we don't, we save the tickets for a rainy day in case we get a surprise servant. That's really good. But I mean, hey, we're still dumping 1,000 and so Saint Quartz into the new servant, so gotta get that clickbait YouTube title. Maybe this is actually impossible to get any spook servants on. Because we haven't got a single one, have we? Oh, NP4? NP4, there we go. Well, we might get NP5 of this chick. I mean, that's always good. I've already got like NP4 of Wu Zetian from trying to roll for Morgan on her March Summer Banner. I don't know what the event's actually called. I wanted the twin samurai chicks. Didn't get any Morgans in that banner. I didn't commit to the 900 because I was worried about having Saint Quartz for the potential Kirei release, Muramasa re-release. But I ended up getting the 3 copies of Morgan that I needed for NP5 anyway. Morgan Fest. I did like Nero a lot in Fate Extella. I didn't do any of the other routes. I probably should get around to those for trying to remember Tomo and what's her sword chick? Starts with an A, I think. She's pretty famous. It'll come to me. Her whole thing's civilization, that's all I remember. Learning of manga has corrupted my mind. But I quite liked Nero in Fate Extella. The story was actually the high point of that game. Usually in a Muso game you wouldn't expect the story to be good, you just expect it to be tacked on along with the repetitive combat that may or may not have good difficulty return. But I hadn't had any exposure to Nero before that game, and after playing it, I was definitely a fan. Not as huge a fan of, say, Artoria or any of like the Fate Stay Night characters that are my favorites, like Shiro or Kirei. But definitely a solid character. Probably give it like a 7 out of 10. And then Padoru, icing on the cake. Oh, we've got a gold star. Is this a 5-star 7? Spook? We definitely know it's not Nero. Is this Achilles? Oh, it's a 4-star and it's Marie Antoinette, I think. Let's hope that's her. Hope I didn't get her name wrong. That's a good spook. I have no idea if her kit is relevant or good or anything, but I mean, I don't ever see her, so that's a nice roll. Pretty sure. Could be wrong. It would suck if I was wrong, eh? Haria. He had a good arc in Zero, I like that a lot. Can't say CE's ever been relevant for the gameplay I've done though. running out of things to talk about. It's taking too long. Why is NP5 taking so long? You got NP3 so quickly. Surely that's not it. Come on. I've got, what, 250 St. Claws left or thereabouts? 227. Alright, I'll quickly be right back and we'll start again. Hopefully we got rejuvenated luck. Let's try again. Let's try again. It'd be really funny if after all of this, NP3 Nero, or even NP5 Nero, is enough to do 90 plus plus this. And surely she can, right? Surely she has the damage to absolutely clear them. I believe she's only 1.5 times. I've read somewhere, which would make sense if she was 2 times to every main servant class. That would be busted as hell. It already is quite strong. Like currently, I mean, I'm pretty sure main class would also be not as strong against her, which would make it why to go her over a berserker, because otherwise you just always go a berserker. I have seen there's a Gudao sort of anime happening at the moment, or maybe it stopped. It's like some little fun spin-off. But I'm not sure if there's actually dedicated English subs to it yet, because the YouTube channel, it shouldn't have it. I believe it was only in Japanese. Which, you know, kind of makes it hard to pick up on the jokes and whatnot if you, like me, aren't a Japanese enthusiast to the point where you've learnt the language. I would like to learn the language, just a huge undertaking. Oh, we're getting NP4! We did it! Alright, we're gonna use the tickets. We're gonna use the tickets. I mean, I hope we don't have to use the tickets. I hope we get it before that, but I've got to keep my word, you know? Oh. I can never get tired of that summon animation. That is so good. Maybe we can get 2 in this 10 roll, maybe. We still haven't gotten a different 5-star. If we were rolling for someone possessive like Morgan, we could just make it as a joke of her not allowing any other women to be near you, but I don't really know the lore of Draco because, I mean, from my knowledge, she's not actually Nero, of course. She's taken on the guise of Nero, who took on the guise of Artoria, so there you go. That's there's so many. But yeah, enough. Apparently she hates Nero, despite looking like Nero. But we're gonna call her Nero anyway. That's how it goes. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Simply easier than remembering Draco, or she has another name. Can't tell you. We'll definitely be using Ascension 1 as I don't want to be crucified for playing in public. Oh, we've got a gold. Assassin. Is this the NP5? It is. We've got NP5 of the UFO chick. The alien woman. Not a Cersei CE. Thank you. I was really missing Cersei. I needed that fresh in my mind. If I ever see Cersei again after this, I think I'm gonna like actually have a mental breakdown. But hey, like, at least it won't be about as a mental breakdown as people that didn't get a roll another copy of Nero or any copies. Like, imagine you go 700 St. Quartz is all you got. You roll all of it. You don't get the character, unfortunately, but you keep getting this damn CE, and all you can think of is Cersei. Whenever you look at a Nero fan art or a Nero picture, you think Cersei. Cersei cucked me. My heart goes out to anyone in that situation. I am an empath in some situations. Although you could argue that everyone is. Big fan of Ku. Feel like Ku's another character that you just can't hate. I really like his fight in Heaven's Feel that was basically extended from the visual novel. A lot of people seem to clown on the highway scene, the highway chase, but I quite liked it. I quite enjoyed the extended fight. And I mean, realistically speaking, like, cutting that fight down would not have extended the Kirei Shiro fight. Completely different movie. And I don't think like any other scene in Presage Flower would have benefited from more time off the top of my head. I feel like it was perfect as is. Same with the second movie. Third movie, like, you can argue, oh, I would have loved to have more emphasis on the Kirei Shiro fight, but I mean, like, we got such a banger of a fight with Medusa and Artoria, as well as we got Rin versus Sakura. We did get Shiro versus Kirei still. That I feel it's not that bad. It's kind of a non-issue. It's too hard to adapt visual novels one-to-one in anime form. Just because, like, you're always gonna lose out on the inner monologue, which is crucial to visual novels. And like, people seem to miss out on, in Unlimited Blade Works, Shiro's broken mindset and his PTSD. Even though there are like some clear scenes of where he's spacing out, like just talking to people, not being able to compute certain things, like when Rin's talking to him about just having fun, you just can't process it. But I guess if you haven't read the visual novel and got that sort of information in the back of your mind, or we get an MP6. NP6, there you go. Don't know if we need NP6 really, it's just going to be going towards your pen skills. But yeah, without that background information in your mind, I'm guessing it would definitely be a lot easier to miss those sort of subtle scenes. But with Heaven's Feel, the inner monologue in the visual novel played a huge part in showing how Shiro was losing his mind due to the progression of the story with Archer's arm, and it's still, I was perfectly satisfied with it in the movie, because I'm not going into a movie adaptation expecting that much in a monologue. And I don't think the TV static sound that they usually play in the visual novel would go over well playing constantly in a a movie. It would have been brilliant though to get Sparks Liner High. I think that's the ending for Shiro versus Saber Alter. That would have been good as like a little Blu-ray extra, but again, a lot of work for Ufotable to basically get minimal return. Like it theoretically might increase Blu-ray sales, but the die-hard fans are going to buy it anyway, so it's like it's not going to increase any casual fans. Maybe it would. There's a Fate Zero reference right there. Can't remember her name. Shirley? I don't remember. All I can think of is this chick, Cersei. Probably not Shirley, is it? I doubt it's Shirley. There's no way in hell her name is actually Shirley. I was imagining Carrie as a kid screaming, Shirley! There's no way. Unrelated to Fate, but I've been watching Banana Fish recently, and I will say that my opinion of it is starting to improve. I'm 10 episodes in. Last 2 eps have been really good. They've fixed up. Oh, there you go. There's a Fate extra. See, they've really picked up on the quality of the writing, because in the earlier eps it was just constant whiplash from just scenes. And it doesn't help that every character, even if they're a background character or a side character, they're all acting and LARPing like they're the main dude, which makes it quite hard to like mentally keep track of everything that's going on. Like, even like just being emotionally invested in all of it. It's like, imagine like Fate Apocrypha on steroids. The episode 9, episode 10, both really solid eps. Hope they keep it up. The opening's a banger. I can recommend the opening to anyone. I do hope we roll the 5th copy of Nero before the tickets, just because it is quite a hassle to click ticket after ticket after ticket. That's why I generally leave tickets till last. Might take a short break if we are going to the tickets, just to quickly rest my voice. Not used to talking this much. Oh, we got another one of this. Ilias CE, always good. Haven't got any Black Grails. That was kind of a foregone wish of mine, but hey, we've gotten 4 of the rate up 5-star, so it's not that bad, right? I do like how that Sakura Sea is basically from Presage Flower. I like the aquarium or fish store sort of scenes that they added, because I don't remember them in the visual novel. I do know that in the event we've now got a young Ku as well. So gonna have a lot of Kus. I don't have Berserker Kus, so I won't have all of them, but it's still always good to get more Kus. I'm assuming the high level node for this event will be advantageous to Nero, as generally that's how they do these events. They just make it so the highest level node benefits from it, so you feel incentivized to roll for the character. So I mean, either it's going to be an easy 1-1-1 node, or it's going to be a node where the last guy is like 1,000,000 HP, but they're one of the 7 main classes and a servant, so should be able to test the damage. I mean, she's going to have damage bonus for the event as well, so it's not going to be clearly indicative of what she can do in other events, but it'll still be good. I really am surprised by the lack of a Spook 5-star. I don't think I've ever had this where there's no Spook 5-star. At least we know for sure when we're getting... Wait, not really. We know for sure when we're getting the Raider 5-star because we are seeing the unique summon animation. But that's all the same quartz we can spend on these rolls, I believe. How much is 49? That's 7, so it's not going to be enough for So I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll go for the summon tickets. We are back, so let's go and do the tickets. Got 80 tickets, so how much is that? That's 240 Saint Quartz equivalent right there. So, I mean, statistically, oh, we've got NP7 of the Raid-Up Assassin, very good. Statistically, it should be fine. I think it's like a... Oh, I forgot. We're gonna have to be clicking this a lot. I believe it's a solid chance of getting a 5-star within 300 Saint Quartz. And it's been like what, about 100 Saint Quartz since we last got a 5-star, so with this and the tickets, surely we get a 5-star. It would kind of suck if we got Spook now of all times, but we take what we can get, really. NP4 is already really good. In terms of so future servants that could come out in JP that I'd be interested in, I can't think of too many. Like, since we have gotten a beast now, that opens up the potential for more beast characters. We've already gotten like a lot of the beasts in their regular forms, like Kiara, Karma, Koyanskaya. So, like, realistically, Solomon could be given to us as a beast if they wanted to just do part 1 Solomon as a servant. We could have Lost Bell 7, Olga Marie as a... I mean, she's probably going to be having... We've got the assets for her. She's probably going to be the anniversary servant. Reason I didn't save for her is because I can't say I'm much of an Olga Marie fan. I just prefer Nero. That kit was interesting to play throughout what I did of Lost Belt 7. But Agravain would be beautiful to have. Always love Agravain. He's a funny guy. Oh, here we go, it's a spook, and it's assassin. So what is this, NP8? The assassin? It is, there you go. They really are allergic to spooks today. Maybe it's because I'm recording, and if it wasn't for the prying eyes, they'd just be giving me nothing. It's hard not to reflexively click through this now that I'm doing all the individual tickets. Oh, we get a D5! On the 11 roll. Isn't that poetic? Oh my god, we did it! We got NP5! No money spent! That's brilliant. What a great way to end the recording there. But yeah, we've done it. We've got NP5 of Nero, and we've got NP8 of the Raid Up 4-star. Really happy with those results. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the Ascension 3 and a 4 will look like for this Nero. And any tidbits of lore I can get from fans in discussion threads, just because I can't read Japanese, so I can't read the stories that's happening, and I don't do the auto translate, which some people do. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video down below. If you enjoyed my LARPing, we'll just put it that way, my LARPing. And let me know if you want to see more of this. 4 rolls, we're basically out of juice for a while. We can definitely do gameplay segments of 90++s and anything that's like high level content. And also got my NA account, got plenty of Sand Quartz saved up. We're going to be rolling for Oberon come, I believe that should be August, September, depending on how they release content. So I'll be doing a roll for that, and maybe Koyanskaya, depending. We'll have to see how much Sand Quartz I have then. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.